still able.
Ciri has teleported into the world of Gwent. Over the next few months, by simply playing, players will progress through our journey leveling system. Purchase access to the premium tier to immediately unlock Ciri as a legendary neutral leader skin. When leveling up, you'll unlock Ciri's new styles and customizations. Ciri's journey will include over 50 unique, exclusive ornaments to be unlocked as you make your way to level 100. Additionally, players will be able to advance past level 100 to unlock even more equipable ornaments for Ciri. At the start of each week, we'll unveil a new story segment tying into quests to help you progress faster. So sit down by the campfire and start reveling in tales of adventures past.
Ho ho, I sense trouble.
Alright, I'll tell you what. I think the battle passes in games are extremely rewarding. I love battle passes, you know, in many different games, and it seems to be kind of the new go-to system for games, and I'm for one all about it. I like the leveling system of it because the fact that it's able to kind of keep you engaged makes that daily grind just seem more valuable. As far as, you know, grinding one tier doesn't seem like a whole lot, and you're getting a little bit of something each way through. And gosh, if you played the game pre any journeys, you will really appreciate how rewarding this system is. And I know they talk about, you know, how, hey, this is the most rewarding Gwent has ever been. But how rewarding? From what I can see, you know, completing contracts was about the only way you really kind of got keys last time, and you really didn't know. It was hard to track them. You didn't really know when you were going to unlock one. You just finish a game, realize that you got 5 keys, and be like, oh, all right, I guess I'll spend them. But man, here you go. These are, I mean, I think it was like 2 keys across the board last time. And now you're looking at 2 to 3 keys and sometimes 5. Man, that's crazy. We'll look at this here and then in game just to check them out. But man, so you got the Lion Cub of Sintress, or her basic default skin there, which looks fantastic. Borders, titles, kegs, the Ciri Nova. Ooh, I like the portals. Yeah, Geralt can't be a part of this. Hardbacks look fantastic. Last journey. This journey looks to be no different here. Plenty of card cakes. So that looks like she'll be able to hold some weapons as well. So we got, looks like some Skellige axe. Let's see. Skellige, oh, she got the braids. Ooh, Skellige warrior. Got the... It's pretty good. Let's see. Snow. Oh, coins. With some ice skates. More portals. Right. This. Ooh, I like this a lot. Oh, they got Ciri rocking the shaved side head. Man, that looks fantastic. He rocks that really well. The wooden sword. Ooh, she's got a Witcher. That's pretty sweet. Witcher skin. The swallows. Pretty good. More portal. This. Nice little helmet for her. Oh, they got her in Nilfgaardian armor. You know, Witcher Netflix series. Take note of how you should do armor. Just kidding. But the armor here, Nilfgaardian armor, looks fantastic. Nilfgaardian sword. Got a ball mask. Man, look at that. Ooh, a katana. So the portal looks to be all different levels of portals. Man, even keys down here. Oh, that's crazy. Plenty of premium kegs and premium cards and faction kegs as well. Look at that. On the boat into the unicorn. That's pretty sweet. Oh, look at... Okay, light shafts. Look at that. The Ronin skin. That's pretty sick. And then, wow, 90 keys, 20 keys plus. I'll tell you what, the big mistake that I made last journey was I stopped doing, once I hit level 100, I had plenty of quests left over. And about week 10, I think I hit level 100. Actually, maybe even 8. I think it was 8. So I quit doing quests because I thought I had all of the tiers unlocked. I'm good to go. So then all of a sudden, you know, some people are like, no, if you actually finish all the quests, you get extra keys and you get some extra plushies for Geralt's trophy. So I was like, dang. So I had to grind all the, you know, quests kind of at the end, and it felt a little bit grindy because I left so many for the end. So I'm going to make sure I do not make that mistake again here, and I grind it out completely, because now that you can go past 100, that is like the best improvement. The one improvement I hope they make, and it'll be a little bit of a wait and see approach, is I do hope that if you do get stuck on a quest, or you do something that you're just not interested in playing at that time, that you can kind of... It halted your progress last time. I can't remember what one, but there's one that I got really stuck on. It was like boosting spies or something, and I'm like, man, I didn't even really have a deck to know how to be able to play or boost spies, and so I was kind of struggling to find a good deck to play, and that really halted my progress a little bit. And it'd been nice to be able to say, okay, I want to skip that and come back to it, and that yet remains to be seen. The story was pretty good last time. So that will be nice. And like I said, the fact that, you know, $10 is not a lot to ask if you play this game for any amount of hours. That's not a whole lot. And then obviously, I did do the premium 25 level last time just because I don't mind supporting. Obviously, if I'm making content off of a game, I don't mind supporting it as much as I possibly can. So this didn't seem like a bad idea. I'll probably do this again this time. In fact, I already have, you know, to support development of a game that I do appreciate. So this all looks really, really good. And then, in fact, they're not super grindy. And the one thing, you know, I'll go back to where I got kind of stuck on quest. So Lewis, who's a friend of the channel here, and I go back to his old report, but he started putting out a report last journey, and in the journey he would give you decks to help you with certain quests, and these weren't awful decks, because I know I had to build some crappy decks. In the bounty one, I built this awful bounty deck because I just wanted to get them done quick, and so I played it and it wasn't that much fun. But like, you know, this one, so like play 15 units above 8 power, 20 units below. So like right here, all of a sudden he gave you a deck, and you can come in here and you could just import that deck, and boom, you had an easy deck. So for Lewis to be providing you, hey, play 15 with the bonded key. So right there, here was a deck, and you were just able to bring that deck in and have it go. So I suspect Lewis will be, you know, that's on the Team Area 2's website. That's by our buddy Lewis. He does a great job. So I highly recommend that if you want to grind Journey Quest, that you be reading Lewis's reports to maximize how fast you can carry through the journey. So that's pretty cool here. We'll jump in game here, and so here's the new journey tag. We'll look at it in game. Oh, there kicks in our 25 levels. And like I said, now that I know I can go past level 100 and keep grinding, there's even more of an incentive to buy the 25 levels. Look at that. We're already at 90 keys from getting into pro rank last season, and you know, that's pretty sweet. And like I said, it'll be nice to keep grinding. So let's back it up here and take a look at. Yeah, I'll be interested. We'll see what her taunts are. Maybe we can jump into like a practice match and take a look at that. We got already a premium card. I got the Elder Blood. Okay, so these are. Looks like she's got different auras around her. That's a Nova aura. That's pretty sweet. So here's our coin, Dove coin. Or Swallow, I should say. The portals look good. You know Geralt cannot be a part of those portals. So... Got an axe to carry, or an axe to grind. Got the braids in there. Look at that. That's... Man. We've got another card. I really like Skellige. I forget her name, but you're the Skellige from who's available in the Syndicate faction, similar, but that's pretty badass. So this is the snow. Looks like they did a little bit of kind of like a environment for her on these. You get a swallow to go with the portal. A witcheress. Nice. Oh man, look at that. Like I said, that the shaved head looks good. Look at that. For Witcher 4, just saying, nice having some customizable options when Ciri's the main. Make it happen. Witcher 4 Ciri. Ooh, I like the Witcher armor. That, I think right there is going to be one of my favorites. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Look at that. Oh, I like that coin. And the helmet's kind of goofy, but looks cool. That would certainly go with her. That looks good. Oh, they got. Got the mask. Ashen one. Look at that. That's pretty sweet. Katana. I can't wait to see this Ronin skin. I think that Dove one is by far the best aura. This looks really, really good. And then, like I said, you saw at the journey on the other side that, you know, even past that, you get more keys, more rewards. So this is pretty cool. And so we've already got the first journey story. I'll let you guys read through that. I don't want to spoil anything yet. That'll be nice progression here. So, man, that is pretty cool. I think they do an incredible job with the journeys. Let's see if I know that they talked to the developer stream yesterday about putting some ornaments in there, a new card board. It doesn't look like it's in there yet. It's about 6 a.m. my time. I know that the countdown ended at 5 o'clock my time, so those might have to wait till later in the day to come on board. But I'll tell you what, I'm super pumped for the journey. I'm super pumped to be able to grind. I think that'll help keep the game exciting day by day, round by round. So, you know, kudos CDPR. I certainly like it. Let's jump in and look at patch notes quickly here. You know, if you did not watch the developer stream, I will put links to patch notes, to the developer stream, all that in the description of the video here. But we'll briefly run through this. I spent some time yesterday. Opinions with any patch seemed very mixed. I will say, from what I can say, I feel I always have to take a wait and see approach with these. You know, I will say that I don't feel like CDPR really has a chance to beta test a lot of what they put out. Maybe they do. Maybe they have some way of internal testing them, but they're never going to get the sample size that releasing a patch live is, and that's just going to be part of. I imagine that's part of playing any CCG. You just need thousands and thousands of matches by the community, playing, hundreds and hundreds of different deck ideas before you really can understand how things flesh out. And so I always feel like, sometimes, yes, Skellige was certainly annoying last season. You wish things like that don't happen, but, at the same time, it is what it is. So let's see. I think the auto milling feature here is certainly a cool one. Obviously, my card collection isn't done, but it's pretty close. So I'll probably be actually going premium focused here, because at this point, I just need scrap to finish out a few cards. But building up premium cards is pretty nice. This is definitely, like I said, having the rewards in Premium Path, plus being able to go past level 100 is certainly great. We've talked about that. So, obviously, this was the big giveaway in my mind. Obviously, the fact that they need Ciri's card playable in Ciri's Journey. So, having Ciri's cards get a rebuff to 8 to 10 provisions. Like I said, not too big of a deal, but we'll see. Ciri was pretty much all but non-playable, unless she's kind of a meme card for the most part. So we'll be interesting to see how Ciri plays. I do think that where you're able to play her and have her come back into your hand seems like a pretty viable option now. So let's see. Ciri's Nova power changed to 5-day precision, changed from 11-9. Ability changed to deploy. If a starting deck does not have cards with provision cost 10 or more, gain resilience, shield, or veil. So certainly that way you can protect her. Let's see. It's completely reworked to offer a new building challenge to those who wish to unlock full power. While the status Nova can be removed all at once, she should be quite powerful to play. Thanks to her high base power, potential benefits that resilience gives you, she just won't be hanging out with any other Ciri cards, and Imperial Diviners are more threatening to her than ever before. So, Let's see, change 9. So Ciri's dash will simply trigger a turn earlier now, considering that the average bronze card easily be expected to give players 6 points. She ends up being an engine with higher risk but higher reward. Her provision cost was slightly increased to match her potential powers. All Ciri cards are now a much more powerful way to try and seize card advantage. And then let's see. So they did some ceremonial dagger, some crystal skulls. You know, the stake. There's just again, actually the crystal skull I'll say looks pretty. You know, to give something veil, so that you're right. You know, most people carry. You know, kind of have that third poison just in case. So that's actually crystal skull is a pretty nice update. So monster, here's a big one for me. Monster's my second most paid faction, and Grant there was one of my favorite monster cards. So I certainly do not like to see monsters lose such a powerful card. You know, and I guess a powerful card lose powerful options. So obviously, Living Armor and Eternal are now gone because those are neutral cards, and that kind of sucks. But at the same time, you know, it's hard to maybe argue it. You know, you gotta wait and see. I feel like Monsters is one of the, I don't know, it feels like it's one of the lower tier factions, and so I don't feel like I don't love that they are nerfing it, but again, just try to hold to a wait and see policy on how it all plays out. So Gale's provision changed from 10 to 8. Billy changed from deploy to range. Play a wild hunt special card. So she's going along the Natalis route. You know, I've also heard of big complaints about Emerith's power changing from 7 to 2 provisions, changing from 12 to 10. Ability change to deploy, discard a monster card, and boost itself by its power. So I wonder if this would be work with Jurgen. Like if I discard Jurgen and I can boost myself by his power, and he still goes to my graveyard for Azrael, you know, so that you can, you know, Emerith, Azrael, and Jurgen can all synergize together. I feel I feel better about it. But now if it banishes it and doesn't send it to the graveyard, then that certainly is another level of you know, I think that could also work with the any of the 10 power cards as well. So old spear tip. So I don't think that that's all that bad. Where, so he could potentially play higher for, you know, I get what they wanted. You're right. He was only viable in the Arachnus one. So here we go. Here's the big one for us all. Skellige, Hail Ancrate, change to deploy. Play a bronze warrior from your graveyard and give it doom. Damage it by 2. I do like the damage it by 2 because, you know, it give me an easier. Here's the thing. Go back to like Madame. When you did not have a chance to defend against Madame. She was played, and her ability was in. It was available right away. You could not counter her card, and all of a sudden, you know, Savola was out, and there it was. So I like the chance that if you have removal, if you're holding your decoction, your parasite for a specific card, that you have a chance. You know, think about Damien or Stefan not being counterable. Yes, there's things that you can do to try to boost them up, or put defenders out there. I get that. But at least that if you're saying, hey, if that card's a problem, you carry a Purify, you carry tall removals, and you simply hang on to defend against said card. At least it's an option. And I'll tell you what, along with Skellige, the fact that, yes, we have to wait a month to deal with where they're going to take leader abilities out that play cards. So, like, here's the thing. Second Wind was a problem for me a lot because it's the synergizing. playing 2 cards in a row that you cannot defend against. So dropping Greatsword and Hemdall in one go. Greatsword, Wild Boar. Greatsword, Morkvard. The fact that you can only put that in one turn and you don't have any chance for removal, that's such a big point slam that you cannot defend against. And I have a problem with that. So I'm actually, the play a card removal, I don't know if they need to go that route. I certainly liked the provision buff, but I will be okay. I could be okay even with the provision buff. Technically, that would stop you from playing the high card provision in your buff, but that would still allow you to play Greatsword out of your graveyard and then play your high provision card from your hand. So it's not completely eliminated. So maybe reworking the ability to play 2 high-powered cards that synergize really well together in one turn. I know that's coming next month, but I feel pretty excited about that one as well. So like I said, we do have the second wind provision buff. So the second wind's ability to play skeleton cards from the graveyard is now limited by target's provision, making it harder to reuse deploys of powerful cards that have already died a warrior's death. This change to surprise nobody. After playing against Skellige lately, second wind in its current state obviously requires a condition for its ability for other leaders to match its power. Provisions are an easy enough solution to limit the option without changing the ability completely. So yeah, I'm definitely good with this. So Born feels pretty. This one is another one that I heard a lot of controversy on. Power change from 6 to 2. Provision change from 9 to 8 ability. I do think that this goes along the lines of the Natalis. Seems okay to me for now. Let's see. Pirate change to move a top card from your deck to your graveyard. Cancel the ability. Move the top card from your deck to your graveyard. Cancel ability if you control a ship. Okay. Let's see. What? Man, I wonder if Gwent 1 has the. It was Denim Pirate, the one that you got bleeding. That what allowed you to do bleeding. Let's see. You can now save the top card from your deck, filling a condition by playing the ship first. Flexibility allows players to decide what exactly they want to aggressively thin a card off the top of their deck. Rapture effect changed to at the end of owner turner's damage. So this was a huge. This, and in fact, I would almost say that by base power, I'm okay with them not giving it, making it, a zeal type thing like Madame got. So I think base power is certainly fine. I think I'm happy with that change. Rapture status will now damage targets by its base power instead of its total power, which leaves more space to play around it and considerably lowers its potential to remove anything. So I wonder, you'll probably still be able to purify. So like Anseas comes out, and you could pretty much play Anseas right off the bat. It looks like maybe by this case, you apply Rapture, so you still have the chance to purify it away. So maybe, it's even a weaker card than like an Anseas would be now. Power changed from 4 to 5. Has received a small power increase to compensate. I think that's probably fair. Let's see, the Berserk increased from 2 to 3, so will now transform when reaching 3 power instead of 2, putting his maximum value closer to 5 position card. So let's see, add a druid, kind of I feel like a lot of vampire cards have 3 bleeding, so 4 did seem a little bit excessive. I know they're obviously bringing, change some priests back, which again, I just like the cards having a chance for removal. So, obviously Queen Adalia got the similar treatment to, Grant there, only can play Northern Realms ability. It seems like this devotion thing. I think they really want to um, give an option for being able to give a card. So hey, is it devotion? No, it's not. So now I know that it might have Igni, Urden, or anyone. So then, it kind of starts to help you maybe identify your opponent's deck better. So I think that's nice. I think that's the target they're going after. So I think let's just use Igni is the biggest control there. Is that the moment you see that a card does not have devotion and there's no, then there's a neutral card in it. So that's kind of a forewarning. So really, I feel like they're just really making devotion a thing. Here's the thing I'll say about Visgard. I certainly loved Visgard being able to have formation. It made it super non-playable. But if I'm gonna bitch about, Madame and Skellige not being able to defend as an NR main, I have to then say, okay, well, it's probably fair that Visgard gets the same treatment. So without exception, Visgard has really been doing it all. I mean, he isn't a fantastic finisher. He really does. You can play him the last card. There's no chance to remove him. And look, you still have two other cards for removal, but I think certainly with the reset ability that your rotating card gets, that makes Baron or on C's you're less likely to be the final card you play because you want to get second value. But I'm fine with this because I've complained about it in other factions, so I have to kind of accept it. This provision changed from 8 to 7. From what I hear, that really doesn't make any difference. Cintron Knight does look decent. Siege Port changed from 3 to 4. Mad Charge. It'll be, these are just kind of wait to see how viable they come. I would say I'm super experienced in being able to say definitively that this makes it big difference. I know that I think the only thing the soldier really, if you play a remnant deck, that'll obviously help you get Rodvid out more. That's really or obviously getting procs for your frigate to get their deckhands off. Scoia'tael. I don't play much Scoia'tael. I was listening to Red Ram a little bit. I know he plays a lot of Scoia'tael. I don't think he was super thrilled about it. So, I think that this is a little bit okay. Markham Guards. Let's see. The Dwarven Agitator and Verd Saboteur are now on the same power level of their respective tribes. Nilfgaard, doesn't look like they got much. Syndicate, from what I can tell, I think Syndicate, patches look to be the best. Like I said, I felt like they, Jacques looks like he did need a buff a little bit. I think from overall, I don't play a whole lot of Syndicate, but I do look forward to playing them in the future. So that card looks like a positive win. Hidden Cash, I was actually, in any comments that I've made on Hidden Cash, I thought that this absolutely needed to happen. It wasn't the coins per round that was broken. It was the Horde ability that was broken on Hidden Cash. So glad to see that they've removed it from being completely useful. We'll see how viable it does become. Bundle the ability. So I think that there's a lot of things that look pretty good here in the patch notes. This video is getting pretty long, so I think we'll just kind of cruise through the rest here and finish out Tide Cloaks, power change 4 to 5, increase small. Let's see, power to tie cloaks makes it worst case scenario and a little better, so it's much safer to include in deck. Already leaning towards pirates. You know, you always got to take the wait and see approaches on patches. I'm super interested, you know, if you guys know me, I love to see the statistics of deck rates. So I think the last thing I'll kind of end with here is that my thoughts on, you know, I'll be interested to see the reports on. This is the season of the Magic, so this was the previous season. You know, this is when Mystic Echo was still dominant. It was at a 54 win rate. I'm definitely interested to see where Second Win, you know, Second Win was still 51%, still a good win rate. But if it, I mean, I would be very interested to see where Second Win falls. And as soon as I have that information, I'm going to study this pretty hard. But this, you know, 54.5 win rate, you know, showed to be a tier 1. Second Win had to fall higher than that because it ended up being tier 0. So, you know, where keeping these leader abilities in check, in my mind, is important. And then nerfing the ones at the top, buffing the ones at the bottom, and continually rotating them around so that we've got variety matters. You know, I think that matters. So that's what I look for in buffs and nerfs, is rotate things around. Let things that aren't getting play see play. Let things that are getting abused not, you know, be nerfed into oblivion like they have, but, you know, see less play, or you know, give us options to counter them. So with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will catch you next time.